Make sure you comment the hidden phrase for your chance to win our weekly giveaway. When it comes to money, we all just want a fair deal, meaning we all just want to get our money's worth. How would you like to pay good money for a product or service that is absolutely not worth the buck that you spent your time and hard efforts to earn? It goes against our innate struggles for fairness. In this video, we're applying that to the NFL as we bring you the most overpaid players in the NFL. And you'll surely get the bang for your buck. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and slam that notification bell for future videos. This is Lux Sports. Jacoby Brissett. Just for the shock value, we're going to hit you right away with Jacoby Brissett. He spent the majority of his career under the shadow of some marquee quarterbacks, including Tom Brady and Andrew Luck. With the recent acquisition of veteran quarterback Philip Rivers, Jacoby Brissett was once again relegated to the back seat. However, despite the given backup role, he still earns more than the other starting quarterbacks in the league. Coming in at $21.4 million next season, ranking 12th among all quarterbacks. The valuation that he is coming in extremely expensive for a second-string playmaker. However, reports have been out that the Colts do have some method in their madness. They're fully aware that Brissett can easily become the next Rivers or Brady or possibly Montana. So they've got their bases covered and an ace tucked in their sleeve for that rainy day. Aside from that, Rivers might be heading to retirement, so it might be the time for Brissett to make his name become legend. Scott Mitchell. Starting with the former professional football player, Scott Mitchell. He was the quarterback in the NFL for 12 years. 1995 was Mitchell's breakout season when he threw for 4,388 yards. Even so, his failure as a quarterback cannot be overlooked. Despite having an $11 million contract with the Lions and being surrounded by talent players, including the famous Barry Sanders, he never made the Lions a contender to the Super Bowl. Many Lion fans say how good their squad would have been if they had an actual quarterback. Albert Haynesworth. Albert Haynesworth, the former American football defensive tackle, played in the NFL for 10 seasons. During his time with the Tennessee Titans, he was known for being an absolute beast in the middle of the D-line in his time. Haynesworth was very physical to the point where he was stomping on the opponent's face. Despite being physical, Washington professional football team offered him a 7-year, $100 million deal after he hit free agency following the 2008 season. During his time with the Washington Redskins, he was causing the team problems. Haynesworth would last just 2 seasons with Washington, naming him one of the biggest free agent busts of all time in the NFL. Ryan Leaf. Ryan Leaf was selected in the 1998 NFL Draft along with Peyton Manning. The two were compared to who was better, and they were neck and neck for the first overall pick by analysts. Indianapolis Colts selected Peyton Manning, while the San Diego Chargers took Leaf. Peyton, being the second pick, was offered by the Chargers a 4-year, $31.25 million deal that included an $11.25 million signing bonus. Unfortunately, right from the start, Leaf wasn't showing signs as an outstanding player should have. His career was shortened due to poor play, bad behavior, injuries, and struggles with his work ethic and ability to stay focused. Leaf's career stats demonstrate how he is overpriced no matter what price was given to him. A 4-17 record as a starter with 48.4% completion and 14 touchdowns to 36 interceptions. His stats were not what the San Diego Chargers expected from Leaf. In an episode of NFL Top 10, Leaf was ranked as the #1 draft bust in NFL history. Joey Harrington. Joey Harrington had an excellent college career with the Oregon Ducks. He was drafted by the Detroit Lions 3rd overall in the 2002 NFL Draft. Over the course of 4 seasons, Harrington failed to complete more than 57% of his passes in a season and threw 62 interceptions to just 60 touchdowns. For every interception, Harrington earned $387,000. In his career, he had made $24 million in the 4 seasons he has played. He finished his career with more interceptions than touchdowns. Mark Sanchez. Mark Sanchez was a professional football player in the NFL for 10 seasons until he retired in 2019. In college, Sanchez played football at the University of Southern California and was the 5th pick overall by the New York Jets. Sanchez signed a 5-year contract that included $28 million in guaranteed money and over $60 million should he hit all his incentives. Because of the deal, his contract was known as the richest contract in the New York Jets' history. With the large amount of money Sanchez is being paid, he was expected to make a name for the Jets, but in his 4 seasons with the Jets, he had not accomplished anything. The only accomplishment he was remembered for was his butt fumble. Heath Shuler. The former football star and current-day businessman, Heath Shuler is next. In the 1994 NFL Draft, Shuler was a first-round selection and was the third overall pick by the Washington Redskins. In his college years, he played as a quarterback at the University of Tennessee. He was known as a great quarterback player, but unfortunately, he'll be remembered as one of the biggest draft busts in the history of the NFL. After Washington Redskins selected him in the first round, he received a 7-year, $19.5 million contract. Despite having a multi-million-dollar contract, Shuler was eventually benched and traded because of his poor play. Mike Vanderjagt. Next, we have the former Canadian place kicker and punter, Mike Vanderjagt. In the 1990s and early 2000s, Vanderjagt signed a 3-year, $4.5 million contract that included a $2.5 million signing bonus with the Dallas Cowboys. Many people, especially Dallas Cowboy fans, commented that Vanderjagt did not deserve to get paid such a huge amount of money due to his awful kicking in the field. Because of his bad play, he was not able to finish the season, but he still managed to earn $4 million from the Cowboys. Jamarcus Russell. Last but not the least, Jamarcus Russell. He's the former American football player who played for 3 seasons with the Oakland Raiders. He was the Raiders' first pick overall in the 2007 NFL Draft. He signed a 6-year, $68 million deal, which included a $39 million in guarantee money. Although he was the first pick, Russell didn't live up to his money's worth. His tenure with the Raiders was defined by his inconsistent play and questions over his work ethic, which led to his release in the year 2010. Because Russell was not able to reach expectations of being the first pick, he was considered as one of the NFL's biggest busts. Which of these cases of the most overpaid NFL players shocks you the most? Now don't forget to watch this next video.